Super Bowl 57 pregame show starts at 1 Eastern here on Fox. And don't forget, Skip Shannon and I will be here tomorrow morning on FS1 at 9:30 Eastern to break down everything that happens tonight, all on Undisputed. Okay, gentlemen, who wins?
Man, I'm going back and forth with this, Skip, because I believe the Eagles have the more talented roster. But I think the overall better player is Patrick Mahomes. And I think normally sometimes he alone, the better player, can will their team to a win. I know everybody's thinking that the Eagles are just going to run away, but I think Kansas City's
really? I don't know anybody thinking.
Yeah, Skip, because the running game with Jalen Hurts' leg and their inability to stop the run. Kansas City has a good run defense because everybody throws the ball on them. So we haven't really seen them, how they stack up when a team tries to pound you, which is a very physical offensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles. We haven't seen them have to stand up and face run after run after run, RPO after RPO. So that's going to be very interesting to see. These teams, as Jen mentioned at the lead, both are 16-3. Both have scored 546 points. Both are the #1 seed. Both didn't trail at any point in time in the postseason. So with that being said, Skip, I'm just going to take Patrick Mahomes. Skip, Patrick Mahomes has 93 career starts. In those games, the Chiefs have either had the lead or been within one score 90 times. So he does a great job, no matter what you think of his improvisational skills or him turning the ball over too much or being risky with the football. He keeps his team in the ball game. And if he can keep his team in the ball game late in the ball game, I trust him to pull it out. I'm going to say I'm going to say the Chiefs win a very close ball game. Buckner kicks it 34-31, and they hold on.
I think you just committed a Freudian slip there, because I think you said what you really believe. Well, you think the Eagles are going to win this game.
No, if I'd have thought the Eagles would win, I'd have picked the Eagles.
Okay. I have to admit up front, I don't hate anything about your prediction, because I've told you from day one 2 weeks ago, when we knew what the two Super Bowl teams would be.
Right.
I thought Kansas City would be a 4 or 5 point favorite because they have the two best offensive players on the field, obviously in Mahomes and Kelsey. They have the best defensive player on the field because Chris Jones just flat out took over the AFC Championship game, and he just well might take over this game. But I believe that Jalen Hurts will be the reason the Eagles win this game 30-27, which pains me to admit as a diehard, lifelong Cowboy fan, because remember, the Eagles have 2 picks in the first round of the upcoming draft. They have the 10th overall as well as their own pick at the bottom of the round. I just think Jalen Hurts will make more key plays than Patrick Mahomes. He should have been the regular season MVP, and he will get even by being today's Super Bowl MVP. And just for the record, the last 9 regular season MVPs who made it to the Super Bowl all lost this game. For the record, the last 5 times a first-team All-Pro played a second-team All-Pro in the Super Bowl, the first-team All-Pro lost the last 5 times. Why is that? It's like the Heisman winner invariably loses his bowl game because the opponent gets geeked, because the opponent sees a bigger and bigger target on the back of the MVP or the Heisman winner. This team today, these Eagles, will be possessed to win this game for a Jalen who they think got robbed out of this MVP.
Well, a lot of times, Skip, the Heisman lost because he had to go on the banquet circuit. And he was eating too many of those banquets, those biscuits.
Well, maybe Patrick celebrated late Thursday night that he won another MVP.
But he already knew he was going to win.
Foregone
wasn't nothing to celebrate. He already knew that.
Okay, Jalen Hurts has to be today the best player on the field, because I've also told you from the start, I don't trust the Philadelphia Eagles defense, because I witnessed it allow 40 points to my Dallas Cowboys on Christmas Eve at Jerry World, and I can't get it out of my craw. It sticks in my craw because it's pretty scary. And remember, the Eagles got to play the New York Football Giants, who overachieved all year, which made Brian Daboll the coach of the year. And then they got to play the 49ers, who lost Brock Purdy on the first series. And Brandon Ayuk last week said, hey, watch what happens. The Chiefs will expose the Eagles' defense. And I don't doubt it if they have the ball enough to expose the Eagles' defense, because he said that's what we would have done and that's what they will do. That's why Jalen Hurts must win the real game within the game of keep away. He has to win time of possession 35 minutes to 25 minutes. He has to convert 9 or 10 out of 15 third downs. He has to control the game by controlling the clock. The way, remember the famous Bill Parcells line when he knew he was going to have to face the K-gun, Buffalo. The K-gun? What did he say on the bus after they knew who their opponent was? Shorten the game.
Right.
Control the clock. Keep Jim Kelly and the K-gun off the field. Keep Patrick Mahomes at bay on the sideline. Make Andy Reid have to worry more about his defense than calling plays for his offense. And I believe that's what Jalen will do today, that he's going to convert big third downs with throws to A.J. and Devontae and Dallas Goedert. And when it's time to run the read option and maybe keep it or let it go, he'll be a masterful magician at doing that.
Oh, I definitely believe that anything on plus side of the 50 on 4th and short, they'll go for it because they realize kicking field goals is not going to probably be enough to keep the Kansas City Chiefs at bay. So what they do is that, and they do a great job of that because you mentioned Jalen Hurts has become the best quarterback sneaker in the game.
They put those that's just unstoppable.
Yeah, they put him in the old rugby scrum and they push him forward, Skip, and he's going to pick up 3rd and short. He'll pick up 4th and short. He'll pick up short on the goal line. So they got their work cut out for him. All the Chiefs can hope for is to have this game late. The Eagles have it running high and celebrating the game. They up 14 with 2 minutes left in the ball game. As long as this game is close late in the 4th quarter, Mahomes is going to pull it out.
Okay, and I think there's more quiet pressure on Patrick Mahomes than most people think because he has to know in his heart of hearts that he did not play great, did not play up to his MVP standards in the first 2 Super Bowls that he has played.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't play well. But you know what the great ones can do. They can disregard, I played bad in game 1, I played bad in game 2, and come back and give you a 50 piece.
I got it.
Or a pitcher can have a short outing, Skip, and then he comes back with a dominant performance.
Jalen Hurts, 30, Patrick Mahomes, 27.
34-31, and Mahomes.
I love the predictions, guys. You're each 3 points apart. We will find out who's right in about 6.5 hours. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Super Bowl 57 only on Fox.
It all kicks off Super Bowl Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.